Scorpio, freeze for a moment. Feel this ringing silence, this point of no return you are currently in. Behind you lies the scorched earth of doubts and half-measures, ahead the impenetrable darkness of the unknown. There's nowhere to retreat, and no need to. Fate, that great and impartial scriptwriter, has locked all doors but one, the one leading directly to your destined triumph. For in this darkness, which you have grown accustomed to considering your curse, your main strength and countless treasures, awaiting their true owner, are now hidden. The cosmic call will sound not as a quiet whisper of intuition, but as a deafening gong, shaking the very foundations of your world. This could be a sudden event that overturns the chessboard of your career, or an internal epiphany so powerful it forever burns bridges to your past self. The universe no longer accepts your excuses and delays. It presents a bill for every missed opportunity, every compromise with your conscience, every time you preferred to remain in the shadows, possessing the power to command light. But this is not punishment. This is your greatest gift. This is the cosmic push that will force you to take that very step into the abyss, where, contrary to all laws of physics, you will not fall but spread your wings. The prophecy is already written in the stars, and I am merely reading it to you. Your triumph is not probable, it is inevitable. It is forged in the crucible of those trials you considered your personal hell. Fate doesn't offer you the choice to fight or surrender. It confronts you with the fact you are already a victor, and now you must accept your crown. But for this, you will have to undergo the final, most crucial transformation. This darkness that thickens around you is not an enemy. It is your alchemical laboratory. It is the fertile black soil from which power grows. These are deep, dark waters, under whose incredible pressure the ordinary coal of your fear will turn into the purest diamond of will. To you, more than anyone else, is given the art of transformation. You are the one who knows how to turn poison into elixir. And now is the time to apply this talent on the grandest scale. Every psychological trauma, every scar on your soul, is not a weakness, but a map leading to the source of colossal inner strength. Stop hiding them. Turn them into your weapon, your armor, your scepter. The power in question is not just a position or status. It is the right to rewrite the rules of the game. It is the ability to see hidden currents in a collective financial flows that escape others and direct them into the channel you need. You are to step out of the role of the grey eminence and take the throne. Your word will become law, your decision, final. People will instinctively gravitate towards your strength because they will feel in it not tyranny, but the unyielding core of a true leader who has passed through fire and not broken. And money. Oh yes. The universe has prepared for you not just financial stability, it has prepared torrents of wealth, mountains of money. This is not a metaphor. Financial tectonic plates are shifting in your favor. Investments that seemed risky will bring fabulous profits. Secret knowledge or projects you harbored deep within your soul will suddenly turn out to be a goldmine. Inheritance, forgotten assets, unexpected offers, sources will pour from all sides. But this abundance is not for idle hedonism. It is a resource for building your empire. It is the foundation of your power. It is the energy that will allow you to act on a scale worthy of your new status. So, Scorpio, the transformer, your hour has come. Stop looking back. The path to the past is littered with the debris of old reality. Your only path is forward, into the very heart of darkness, which will in fact turn out to be a treasure trove. Fate has written the script of your triumph. You only have to play the main role with the fearlessness and dignity of a true monarch of your life. However, even a true monarch has ghosts. And before you put on your crown, you will face the last battle, not with an external enemy, but with the shadows within the throne room of your soul. I know how tired you are of invisible wars, of betrayals you had to swallow in silence, of the feeling that the whole world is testing your strength without giving you a single break. This fatigue, this memory of pain ingrained in your bones, is the internal siren whose sweet and destructive call can derail your ascent at the very last moment. Her song is painfully familiar to you. It is the whisper that convinces you not to trust anyone, that you must maintain your guard even when the world offers a truce. That an old wound is a reason for eternal war, not a scar testifying to survival. This is your main shadow trait, Scorpio, a sacred attachment to your own pain. You have worn it as armor for so long that you began to consider it your skin. You have so skillfully turned the poison of grievances into fuel for struggle that you risk remaining poisoned by this fuel forever. This siren sings of justice, but in reality offers you eternal slavery to the past. It promises security through total control, but in return, it steals your ability to accept the gifts of the universe that are flowing to you right now. By believing her, you risk rejecting a helping hand, seeing a trick in a pure offer, and burning a bridge leading to treasures out of fear that it was built by an enemy. But you are not here to settle old scores. Your role in this cosmic scenario is far grander. You are Scorpio, the transformer, and your mission is not to collect relics of the past, but to transmute the very fabric of reality. Your celestial patron, the mighty Pluto, lord of invisible realms and the great architect of rebirths, is now speaking directly to you. His wisdom is cruel but honest. He hands you not a surgeon's scalpel to carefully heal wounds. He hands you the right to total annihilation. Pluto does not ask you to forgive your enemies. He demands that you strip them of their power over you, turning them into empty shadows, into faded photographs in an abandoned archive. Perform this psychic ritual, mentally summon everyone who has caused you pain, not for judgment, not for revenge, but to declare to them, your time in my reality has expired. Uproot them from your heart, no matter how bloody the process. Burn the promissory notes you kept in your soul, awaiting repayment. Pluto teaches, true power is not the ability to punish the past, but the ability to completely annihilate it in your present, freeing up gigabytes of mental energy for creating the future. Only on an absolutely clean, scorched earth wasteland of old grievances can you build the foundation of your unbreakable empire and accept the wealth that already stands at your gates. And now, standing on this sacred scorched earth, you hold the map of a new world. Fate doesn't just point you to the destination, triumph. It hands you a detailed construction plan. Your path to the throne lies through 3 main highways, 3 spheres where your reborn essence will manifest with deafening power. Each of them is not just an area of life, but a theater of war where you have already won. All that remains is to take the stage. The first highway is your career and power. Forget the role of the behind-the-scenes strategist. The era of grey eminences is over for you. Your superpower, seeing what others don't, hidden motives, undercurrents in the collective, vulnerabilities of competitors, must now become not a secret weapon, but an official management tool. The universe will demand that you step into the light and take the seat that rightfully belongs to you. Perhaps this will be an unexpected appointment to a leadership position where everyone expects decisive, even unpopular actions from you. Or you may have to lead a project that everyone considers a failure, but only you see its hidden potential to change the entire industry. Your challenge here is not to be afraid of responsibility. Stop giving advice, start giving orders. Your word, tempered in the fire of internal battles, now holds the weight of pure gold. When you speak in meetings, people will fall silent not out of fear, but out of instinctive respect for the truth and power that resonates in your voice. Practical advice: in the near future, identify the weakest point in your professional structure and propose a radical but brilliant solution. Don't just advise, present a ready plan under your personal responsibility. This will be your coronation. The second highway is finances and material abundance. The flows mentioned earlier are already seeking a channel. But here lies a subtle trap set by your past. Your old instinct, accustomed to survival in scarcity, may be frightened by this onslaught and try to conserve wealth, hide it, accumulate it, create a safety cushion the size of Everest. But the universe gives you resources not for you to build yourself a golden prison. It gives you fuel for expansion. Money in your hands is not a goal, but energy. Energy to hire the best, to invest in technologies that seem crazy, to buy up assets while others hesitate. Your financial genius will awaken precisely in risk, but in risk calculated by your impeccable intuition. You will suddenly begin to see financial flows as clearly as the lines on your hand. You will gain knowledge about where capital is moving long before it becomes obvious to market analysts. Practical advice: divide incoming funds into 3 parts. The first, for creating an unbreakable foundation, real estate, stable assets. The second, for bold, intuitive investments that can bring a 100-fold return. The third, and this is the most important, for buying what gives you a sense of true power, time, freedom, influence. Fund your empire, not your fear. The third and most important highway is personal charisma and magnetic influence. This is something that cannot be bought or obtained with a position. It is a direct consequence of your inner reset. Cleansed of the dross of old grievances, you will begin to radiate an aura of unbreakable calm and total confidence. People will be drawn to you as if to a source of energy. They will unconsciously seek your approval, share their innermost thoughts with you, and wish to become part of your world. Your task is to learn to manage this new gift. Your silent smile can disarm the most aggressive opponent, and your direct, unwavering gaze can make a person tell the truth, even if they intended to lie. This is the true magic of Scorpio, purified from the poison of vindictiveness. The challenge here is not to succumb to the temptation to manipulate this power for petty purposes. You are no longer a player, you are the game board itself. Practical advice: begin consciously using your nonverbal influence. In important negotiations, listen more than you speak. Pause before answering. Your presence itself will become your main argument. Use your charisma not to dominate, but to inspire loyalty. This is how dynasties are built, not just companies. These 3 paths lead to one summit. Your career power will provide structure, financial flows will fill it with blood, and your personal strength will become its soul. But even the most perfect soul needs a body, and the most powerful body needs a final, decisive symbol of its power. You can build an indestructible fortress, but what good is it if you don't have the key to the main treasury? You can become a monarch, but your power will not be absolute without a personal seal, binding your will into an immutable law. And the universe, in its boundless wisdom, has already sent you the guardian of this key. Prepare yourself, for he will appear in the form you least expect. This will not be a wise mentor or a loyal comrade. Your main unexpected ally will be someone you've come to see as your reflection in a distorted mirror. A former rival. A competitor with whom you've measured strength for years in silent opposition. Or even someone you secretly despised for their different methods, considering them too crude or, conversely, too devious. Fate will bring you together, not for reconciliation, but for a pact. He will come to you not from weakness, but from strength, because he is the only one capable of discerning the true scale of your transformation. He will see in you not just a successful player, but a new gravitational force, and will want to be in your orbit, rather than be crushed to dust by your ascent. He will bring with him the missing fragment of the map, knowledge of that very vulnerability in the system you are about to conquer. This person is your final test of pride. Can you accept help from someone you considered an enemy for the sake of a higher goal? Your answer to this question will determine whether you are worthy of the power of an emperor, not just a king. This ally will point you to your true grail, your ultimate symbol of success. It's not money or a position. It is the right to the final word, embodied in the material or digital world. This could be a controlling stake in a company that everyone considers unattainable, a patent for a technology that will revolutionize the market, or even compromising material of such a level that it will allow you to dictate terms to entire alliances. In a metaphysical sense, this is your founder's seal, a symbol that will once and for all affirm your ownership of the new reality you are creating. The goal is no longer just to become rich and influential. The goal is to obtain this seal, for he who possesses it possesses everything. But as soon as you set course for this goal, the cosmos will put you through a final test. Prepare for the turning point. In the middle of this period, a total lunar eclipse will occur, a great cosmic spotlight that will mercilessly illuminate everything hidden in the darkness. And it will highlight the main flaw in your own, seemingly flawless plan. You will see with blinding clarity that the path you calculated with a cold, scorpion mind is a trap. Yes, it leads to success, to very great success, to wealth, respect, to a comfortable throne. But it is not the triumph destined for you by the stars. It is a gilded cage. It is a limit you set for yourself, based on old logic and old fears. The eclipse will annihilate your previous plans. It will force you to do something that will seem insane from the outside. It may manifest as a sudden market crisis that devalues your main asset, but simultaneously opens a loophole for acquiring something much more valuable. Or it will be a betrayal in your inner circle, which paradoxically will free you from false obligations and point you to your true, unexpected ally. The essence of this turning point is one. You will have to abandon a carefully constructed strategy and bet on pure, irrational intuition. You will have to turn off the wide, illuminated road leading to guaranteed success and step onto a dark, unexplored path that promises nothing but the vague call of your soul. It is this path, and only this path, that leads to the founder's seal and to the boundless power that is your true birthright. The old plan is dead. Long live the divine chaos of your new path. And in this divine chaos, on the ashes of your old, brilliant plan, you will face the last, most important choice. This is not a choice between two strategies. It is a choice between two versions of you. On one side of the scale, Scorpio the survivor, a master of control, a genius of tactics, an architect of impregnable fortresses built from scars and mistrust. This path is familiar to you, it is logical, it is safe. It leads to that very throne in a gilded cage about which the eclipse warned. It guarantees you wealth that can be counted, power that can be measured by position, and respect born from fear of your intellect. Your mind, your loyal servant and savior, will scream, beg, prove to you with numbers in hand that this is the only correct path. It will paint in your imagination pictures of all past betrayals, reminding you that only total control saved you from ruin. This is the temptation of guaranteed success. This is the call of your deepest trauma, promising security in exchange for your soul. On the other side of the scale, Scorpio the sovereign. He stands at the edge of the abyss, where divine chaos has pushed you, and does not look down in horror, but breathes in its fresh ozone. He has no map, he has no plan. He only has a quiet, unwavering voice of intuition, the very voice of Pluto that you have learned to hear in the deafening silence after the storm. This path is irrational. It is frightening. It demands that you abandon your main weapon, cold calculation, and trust something invisible, unanalyzable. To step onto this path means voluntarily becoming vulnerable. It means trusting that very unexpected ally whom your mind considers a threat. It means investing in an idea that everyone calls crazy. It means risking your entire carefully constructed kingdom for a phantom empire. This is your greatest fear, Scorpio. Not failure, but loss of control. And it is the abandonment of this illusion of control that is the key that opens the gates to true power. Make this choice, and you will feel how the very fabric of reality changes around you. You will cease to be a player, desperately moving pieces across the board. You will become the board itself, a gravitational field that makes the pieces move as you wish, without a single touch. The power you gain will be devoid of nervous tension. You will no longer have to calculate opponents' moves. You will know their intentions before they form in their minds. You will not need to demand obedience. People will instinctively seek your guidance because your new energy will be a beacon of stability and higher wisdom for them in a world of chaos. Your silence will be more impactful than the loudest commands of others. Your presence will change the atmosphere in a room, calming conflicts and inspiring loyalty. This is power born from darkness, not oppressive, but attracting. Not controlling, but ordering. And then the money will come. Not in trickles, not in torrents. It will descend upon you like an avalanche, a cosmic golden rain, confirming the correctness of your irrational choice. And you will feel the most important thing, the disappearance of fear. Wealth will cease to be synonymous with security that needs to be guarded. It will become pure, free energy, creative material in your hands. You will look at multi-million-dollar deals not as risks, but as acts of creation. You will buy not assets, but opportunities, not luxury, but freedom. Not things, but influence. Financial markets, which once seemed like a hostile ocean, will turn into a docile river for you, whose current you can direct by the force of your will. The true reward is not the pile of money itself. It is the state of consciousness you have attained, in which you are not the owner of wealth, but its source. You no longer fear drought, because you yourself have become the rain. You are the very gold mine, the inexhaustible resource that you have sought in the external world for so long. You have annihilated scarcity within yourself. You have become embodied abundance, and this, Scorpio, is your destined, undeniable, absolute triumph. And here it is, the silence. Not the one before the storm, ringing with tension, but the one that follows. A deep, full, palpable silence of absolute sovereignty. You stand at the center of your new world, and the very air vibrates in sync with your calm breathing. The past has evaporated. The future is yet unwritten. There is only this eternal now, in which you are the law and the cause. In this state, there is no need for words, but if you needed to describe your new essence, it would sound like this. Pronounce it not as a request, but as a statement of fact. This is your first and only commandment, carved into the foundation of your soul. I do not seek power, I am its center of gravity. I do not accumulate wealth, I am its eternal source. My will is the quiet law of reality, and my silence is its supreme command. Remember this feeling. Imprint it into every cell of your body. This is your new compass, your tuning fork. From now on, you will calibrate every action with it, and when the echo of your triumph fades, when the ownership of an empire becomes a familiar routine, you will feel a new call. It will come not from darkness and not from the abyss. It will come from the starlight, from the boundless expanse that has opened behind you. You have learned to build unshakable empires. You have mastered the art of transforming chaos into order. But the universe has the next lesson for you, Scorpio. It will ask you, what does a ruler do when all enemies are vanquished and all the treasures of the world lie at his feet? The answer will open a new chapter for you. For it is one thing to conquer the world, and quite another to create one worthy of outliving you. Your next adventure is not a battle for the throne. It is the design of a dynasty. It is the creation of a legacy that will become a myth.